Tulsa, Oklahoma, the world's largest small town, provides its visitors and residents the amenities and excitement of a metropolitan city wrapped in a warm hug of Midwestern hospitality. From its art scene to its scenery, T-Town is the place to be. And we're not the only ones that think so. CNN Travel named Tulsa one of the best destinations in 2022. Tulsa's thriving art scene, anchored by the Downtown Arts District, is gaining international acclaim. With the recent opening of the Bob Dylan Center, Tulsa has been added to the list of must-visit cities for music lovers. Walk around downtown and catch a show at the BOK Center or Kane's Ballroom, or for more casual vibes, listen to local artists at Guthrie Green. Home to the Philbrook and Gilcrease Museums, Tulsa offers vast collections of art to enjoy. Throughout town, you'll have plenty of Instagram-worthy photo opportunities with the city's many murals, including the world's largest augmented reality mural in the heart of downtown Tulsa. While you're downtown, you'll enjoy the largest concentration of Art Deco buildings in the nation, an homage to the Roaring '20s and the oil boom that flooded the city with wealth, bringing with it the Art Deco aesthetic popular in larger cities. Tulsa is also home to the nation's largest public park, the award-winning Gathering Place. The sprawling 66-acre park, thoughtfully designed to be as inclusive as possible, welcomed more than 2.2 million visitors in 2021. Gathering Place was named USA Today's Best City Park in 2021 and is a significant attraction for visitors and residents alike. If you're looking for more of a hike, head over to Turkey Mountain Urban Wilderness Area, where you'll find several hiking trails. If a walk or jog is more your speed, lace up and head over to the River Parks Trail System and enjoy views of the Arkansas River. While Tulsa's star has been steadily rising, pockets of our city have remained stagnant or even experienced decline. Nowhere is that more evident than in North Tulsa. Tulsa is, in many ways, a tale of two cities. This disparity is crystallized in several data points. In 2019, the median income in North Tulsa was $28,900, while the median income in South Tulsa was $59,900. The poverty rate in North Tulsa was around 33%, with South Tulsa's poverty rate at 13%. And the population of North Tulsa was almost 36% Black, while only 9% of South Tulsans were Black. The most alarming disparity lies in the life expectancy of someone living in North Tulsa versus South Tulsa. For example, a 2015 study found that the life expectancy of someone in the North Tulsa zip code of 74126 was 13.8 years less than that of someone living in South Tulsa's 74137 zip code. Several factors have led to this reality, but none more damaging or impactful than the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre.
Tulsa's African American community has a unique and rich history that traces back to the turn of the 20th century. The business community in Tulsa's Black community was known as the Negro Wall Street of America and later Black Wall Street for the incredible economic and commercial prominence in the community at that time. So it was really what I consider to be a Black Main Street.
That all changed on May 31st, 1921.
That community was destroyed temporarily in a massacre in 1921 called the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. That really was caused by a number of factors, both local and national. So we had in Tulsa, a white community who could literally stand on the Frisco tracks and look north into the Black community and see Black folks who owned their own homes, who drove cars, who owned their own businesses. And that was cause for friction. I use the psychological term cognitive dissonance, which is really a gap between what one believes ought be true and what is the reality on the ground. So it's the confluence of all these factors that causes Tulsa to be a powder keg or a tinderbox, needing only some sort of igniter or catalyst to set the community alight. And that happens on Monday, May 30th, 1921, in an elevator incident involving two teenagers, 19-year-old Dick Rowland, 17-year-old Sarah Page.
Roland, a Black teenager shining shoes for a living, ventures to the segregated restrooms in the Drexel building. He gets on the elevator, operated by Sarah Page, a white 17-year-old girl. During the elevator ride, the elevator lurches, causing Roland to accidentally step on Page's foot. Page screams, Roland runs, police are called, and Roland is arrested for the alleged attempted assault.
Unfortunately, by the time Sarah Page gets to this position of recanting the original story, the Tulsa Tribune, on May 31st, 1921, the day after the incident, published an account of the incident. It was entitled "Nab Negro for Attacking Girl in an Elevator." And not surprisingly, it really generated hostility in the white community.
After murmurings of a planned lynching of Roland, a group of several dozen Black men from Greenwood marched to courthouse twice. The second time, they were met by a group of white men, recounted to have been in the thousands.
There were words exchanged between the larger white mob and the smaller Black group of men who were armed. One of the white men tried to seize a Black man's gun. The gun discharged, and in the words of survivors of the massacre, all hell broke loose after that. The Greenwood community was invaded and destroyed. We know that the massacre itself lasted roughly 16 hours. Somewhere between 100 and 300 people were killed. We know that at least 1,250 homes in the Black community were destroyed, as were a number of commercial establishments. According to some estimates at the time in terms of economic damage, the conservative estimate was $1.5 to $2 million, which is tens of millions of dollars in today's money. But the real narrative is not focused on the massacre. It's not even necessarily focused on the commercial prowess of the community. It really is all about what I call the indomitable human spirit. It's about people who are visionary, who create remarkable, wonderful things, who nurture those things and sustain them over time, who sometimes unfortunately have to witness those things being destroyed, but then they're able to summon the intestinal fortitude to rebuild and resurrect that which has been destroyed.
While Black Wall Street has risen from the ashes of the Tulsa Race Massacre, the event's impact is felt still.
The Black community, of course, over the years moved farther and farther north, ironically, as was the wish of some of the leadership in the white community. And segregation, though not legally required, is still a thing in this community as it is in many other communities throughout the United States. I think for North Tulsa, the hope is equity. The hope is that we can create a geographic space that is parallel with other sectors of the community. So North Tulsa is never going to be on par with other sectors of the community unless there's an infusion of infrastructure.
And we're wanting economic vibrancy, because what we have here is a desert, economic desert. We a food desert, any kind of desert except the Mojave Desert. That's what we've got here, okay? And to be perfectly honest, we all know the history of North Tulsa and its relationship to Tulsa. So let's just be frank about it. We have been neglected, okay? There's nothing there now. I mean, it was full of shops. You had a grocery store, you had TG&Y, all kinds of businesses there. And little restaurants on the sides and whatever, but as you can see, it's nothing but a skeleton. It's important to me because I love Tulsa and I want Tulsa to reach its fullest potential. And it cannot reach its fullest potential if it does not deal right and properly and justly with its underserved parts of Tulsa. And I tell everybody I'm the community activist who tells it like it is, because it is what it is until it isn't anymore.
I will say that the need is great, as I'm sure it is in other communities. But Tulsa is unique to the landscape of this country, given the fact of what has happened here historically in our country. Tulsa has been and still remains to be on the national and, in fact, the worldwide stage as a result of the Tulsa Race Massacre that took place here. And housing and businesses, community was destroyed. And we still, as a community, are reeling from that. We still see the effects of that even today. Our equality indicators bear that out. And there is a strong and direct connection to what happened here. And so local government has a responsible role to play in that, state government as well as national government. So I would implore HUD, the federal government, to take this as an opportunity to bring some healing to this community. And we need it, and we would definitely be appreciative of it.
The site of Envision Comanche, the 36th Street North Corridor, lies in the heart of North Tulsa with Comanche Park at its center. Situated on 33 acres at the northeast corner of North Peoria Avenue and East 36th Street North, Comanche Park Apartments is Tulsa Housing Authority's largest apartment community with 271 units. A community center provides space for residents to play, work, and attend events. Residents can often be found playing basketball on a court behind a playground and a covered rest area. Area schools include Tulsa Public Schools, Hawthorne Elementary, Walt Whitman Elementary, and McLean High School. Tulsa Tech's Peoria campus houses the college's first responder career training options, including criminal justice and paramedic training. It's home to several administrative career training options, including welding, cosmetology, and barbering, alongside a working daycare for early care and education students. Tulsa Educare's Hawthorne campus provides comprehensive early childhood education, conveniently located adjacent to Hawthorne Elementary. The facility serves 160 children and their families, with 75% of their classrooms for infants and toddlers. Community kiddos enjoy Tulsa EduRec, a youth and family fun center designed to serve the educational and social needs of neighborhood youths aged 5 to 21, offering opportunities for creativity and growth. Healthcare facilities in the area include the OU Health Wayman Tisdale Clinic, providing pediatric and adult medical care and offering both primary and specialty care services, Westview Medical Center, providing pediatrics, family medicine, mental health services, rehabilitation, and a pharmacy, and Crossover Health Services, providing primary care, pediatrics, and women's health care. The Tulsa Dream Center offers services to meet the immediate and long-term needs of the North Tulsa community, including the provision of food, medical care, education, clothing, and sports and character development activities. The proposed Flat Rock Creek Wilderness Area, comprised of 200 acres between Peoria and Lewis Avenues and 36th and 46th Streets North, would reprogram the existing Flat Rock Creek Park to create an urban wilderness with plans calling for a monarch butterfly pollinator area and nature programming provided by the Oxley Nature Center. The Mohawk Peoria Business Park aims to provide economic opportunity to North Tulsa by creating skilled, sustainable, living wage jobs with a focus on the manufacturing sector. Tulsa-based Muncie Power Products broke ground on a 250,000 square foot plant in 2020, the park's first development. In 2018, the Tulsa Housing Authority, through the support of philanthropic partners and several community and governmental organizations, dedicated significant resources to develop the Envision Comanche Master Plan. Our objective? To transform the Comanche Park planning area into a mixed-use, mixed-income community while ensuring a strict one-for-one replacement of all existing units. Our goal? To highlight, enhance, and improve economic and cultural diversity in the area surrounding Peoria Avenue and 36th Street North in North Tulsa. The plan encourages the creation and maintenance of an economically and socially diverse community that will be stable over the long term. The values guiding the planning process and its results go beyond simply improving the neighborhood for economic gain. Our plan focuses on the people who form the North Tulsa community and the history and culture of this neighborhood.
I was excited when I first found out about Envision Comanche. I was really excited about the process of how everything was getting started and how they really involved the tenants and everything and the block parties and the input. I was just really excited that they were just wanting to know what we wanted as residents. I've never lived anywhere brand spanking new, so I'm really excited.
My name is Sidney McCaleb. Nickname is Coach Sidney. I've been out in Comanche since 2012. I've been going to the meeting for a while, listened to different stories about what they really do and how they really do it, but now I done heard updates and it sounds very exciting because it's getting closer and I'm excited about them about to get the grant to make everything happen.